I will record every day with you in class, and then I'll post it to YouTube. So it's like, well, I'm going to explain everything. That's what I'm going to do kind of while we teach. For today, it's kind of just be like an overview. I'll get through notes, but like tomorrow, if we finish and we move on to a warm-up to review the day before, I will record, God bless you. I will record the warm-up. If you have questions on homework, I'll record going over the questions on homework, and then we'll record the new notes. If it's a quiz review, I'll record it. So I'll record, and then I will post it at the end of the day to the YouTube channel. So in a minute, I'll show you that's one of the steps that you should have done yesterday, and if not, you'll do today. If you click into the class, your very first assignment should be this 819 Homework 1 Course Prep and Syllabus Acknowledgement Form. So step 1 is a Google form. If you didn't do it yet, you don't need to do it now. It's just going to ask you for really tough questions like what's your first name, what's your last name, when's your birthday, that kind of thing. You'll get a dum-dum from me on your birthday. And if you want me to call you something other than the name that's given to you on your ID, or if there's something that, you get low blood sugar or whatever it is, something that you want me to know, okay, you can put it on that Google form. The second thing there is to download the chapter. So eventually you'll get access to a book online, but for right now I just posted the PDF because we want to make sure that everybody has access to it. That's just chapter 1. I'll continue to add to that if I need to. And then enroll in the iTunes U course. If you don't have iTunes U downloaded, you'll have to download the app and then click on the link to enroll in the course. And in that course is a ton of supplemental material that helps you throughout the year. So if we get to, I heard somebody say I'm bad at circles. If we get to the chapter on circles, right, and you need extra practice with circles and you've exhausted what I've given you, what the book has given you, then you can go to iTunes U and there's extra practice worksheets or online quizzes that'll help you with some extra practice. So that's where all the extra stuff is. I'll never collect anything from iTunes U for a grade. It's totally optional extra help. The fourth thing on the list is probably the most important, and that's the YouTube playlist. So if you haven't already gone there, if you'll click on that link, it'll take you to YouTube. And then I think the symbol, I don't know what it is anymore. It used to be like a plus to follow that playlist. If you'll follow that playlist, that way whenever you log into YouTube, you'll automatically see my playlist, which is like Geometry Honors. You'll automatically see that. So you don't have to search for my channel and then the playlist. If you forget or you're logging in someone else's account and you don't remember, like my name, Melissa Chris Weiser, apparently I'm the only one on the planet, thankfully, because I get all the emails that I want. Like, when you go to create an email and it's like you get yours on your first try. I used to be Rogers. I could never do that. It would be like M Rogers 289674321. M Chris Weiser is not used. So if you search on the playlist, if you just search YouTube for Melissa Chris Weiser, my channel will pop up. The fifth thing is Class Kick, which is a free app that you want to download. We're going to use it throughout the year as like a way of kind of interactive review. And then the sixth thing is your syllabus. So you'll open that, you'll read that document, you'll sign it, have your parents sign it, and submit it to that assignment. Questions on any of those 6 things?
Yeah, for the Class Kick, what's the code?
You just want to download the app. So every day that we do it will be a new code. I'll give you that code when we log in. Any other questions? Okay, so the syllabus itself obviously has, I clicked on the wrong thing. That's not what's supposed to be there. The syllabus, which is on the assignment, I'll have to update that link. The syllabus is on the home page, okay? This kind of goes through, obviously, contact information for me, my room number, course description, what we should get throughout the year, like first quarters, chapters 1 through 3, second, 4 through 6, all that stuff. And then some overall rules. Obviously, respect is a big thing in this environment. You guys respect each other. You respect me. We'll all get along. I'm not a stickler on, like, you raising your hand if I'm asking a question. I'm not a stickler on if you need to get a tissue and you want to get up in the middle of class and get a tissue, do it, okay? But I am, if you're going to be rude to me or to other people, that's when we're going to stop getting along. I do get irritated if I ask the same person every day for their ID. Eventually, I'll get into the point where instead of asking you for the ID, I just can hand you the demerit instead of doing all that. Stay on top of your makeup work, stuff like that. I would say you want to make sure that you pay attention to. If Canvas is not working, and let's face it, today it's kind of crazy, so this is a scenario that's perfect, and you are approaching a due date, and it is 8, like your homework is due at 8 a.m., and it's 7:55, and you've decided to try to submit your homework for the first time, first of all, hopefully you don't do that. Secondly, if it fails, you need to be proactive. So if something's happening at Canvas and you can't submit your homework, you need to be emailing to me not only what's wrong, why you can't submit it, but also the assignment itself. So I should have the homework assignment with a note that says, I can't submit to Canvas because of this, and all of that better come in before the due date. So not after 8 a.m., but before it. Okay, you got to learn to be proactive if things are not working the way that they're supposed to. And let's face it, with technology, it's going to happen, okay? The book name is on here, but again, you're gonna download the first chapter, and then we'll get you access to the whole book. And then the grading weight. So for those of you that are coming from middle school, if this might be new to you, okay? Honors classes at Archbishop. The tests are 60% of your grade, the quizzes are 25%, and the homework is 15% of your overall grade. So there's a big chunk of your grade that comes from tests. Most of this is general. I already said the thing about IDs. You are going to need access to a scientific calculator. You won't use it now, but you'll use it like when we get to trig and that kind of stuff. No food or drink, including gum. If you've ever looked at the bottom of these desks, you will see why that rule is in place. It's disgusting. People apparently are too lazy to get up and actually toss it into a garbage can. You need to make sure all that stuff stays out. If it's water, it's fine. If it's something in a sealed bottle, it's fine. If you are one of those people that has low blood sugar and you need a snack, it's fine. I don't want to clean up after you. And then homework is going to be given on a regular basis. So if I teach you 3 sections during a week, you're going to get 3 homework assignments during the week. Math is one of those things that is learned through practice. It's not a punishment. And then makeup work. So if your homework is past the due date and it is not an absence that's excused, you're going to get 50% credit if you turn it in within 24 hours. If you are absent, then you're going to turn it in with an admit slip. Or if you are on, like at a game, you're going to turn it in with your game schedule. Or if you're on a field trip, you're going to turn it in with a field trip form so that I know that you were supposed to be out and that I can give you full credit. Any questions on any of that stuff? And then obviously all Archbishop McCarthy rules apply. Everybody's good? Yes? Okay. All right, so that I will put that link directly on the assignment, but it is on the home page because I linked the wrong thing there. I linked the picture. On this screen are the testing days, which are Tuesdays and Thursdays in the first semester, which means that you will only ever get a test from me on a Tuesday or Thursday. And then my office hours. So technically it's Monday through Wednesday in here from 2:30 to 3, but I'm usually here. You can come for help. And if you find that you need help outside those hours, you can always email me and arrange it so that I can help you out. Everybody's good? Yes? Okay, we're going to do a practice submission. If you look on your to-do list or you look in your module, you should see something that says 819 NG1. This is me. So those of you that are new to Archbishop McCarthy, 819 is the day that it's assigned. NG means not graded. 1 means first quarter. And then obviously the name of the thing. So if that title says HW, it means that assignment's counting for a homework. If that title says Q, it means it's counting for a quiz grade. And if it says T, it means it's counting for a test grade. Okay, click on that file and open it in Notability. So modules is pretty much how everything will be organized in here. Okay, you should see the very first one is the module that says general class information. That's these assignments. That's your chapter. On there is also a list of postulates and theorems. And then if you scroll down to the next one that you should see is chapter 1, Essentials of Geometry. So this is the first chapter that we're going to cover. I want you to click where it says, so if you look at these things, these are a text header is going to tell you what section you're in. The little paper clip is a file, and then the little paper with a pencil is an assignment. So, you don't see the assignment because it's hidden from you guys, but the other two you should see. I want you to click on the Chapter 1, Section 1, New Student Version, PDF. You'll get a preview that looks something like this, and I want you to send this to Notability. All right, so chapter 1, section 1 is called Identifying Points, Lines, and Planes. Okay, when you open up your PDF, it corresponds to page 2. This is a lot of vocab. So there's actually in chapter 1 a lot of vocab. I have a Quizlet link that will link to a lot of vocab. It's if you are a flashcard person, take advantage of it. If not, if you're the person that needs to write things out, write them over and over again, then do this. Okay, we start with what is a point. A point is a single dot. It's the simplest figure in geometry. And it's named by a capital letter. So if you look at your notes, you're missing some of this stuff. I want you to fill it in. It helps you remember it. All geometric figures consist of points. So it's up to you what you want to do. You could type it. You can handwrite it. There's been studies that show that by writing it with your hand, it helps you remember it. So if you're finding that you're not remembering things by typing it, I would switch to handwriting. So those two objects are point A and point B. Notice that they're named with a capital letter. Okay, they are that single dot. And again, all geometric figures consist of points. Okay, a line is next. A line is a geometric figure consisting of at least 2 points, extending in 2 directions without ending. So it does not end. And it is named by 2 points or a single lowercase letter. That letter is usually italicized. So the line that's drawn there is line AB. So when it's named by its points, it's line AB like this. It's AB with a little line with 2 arrows on top of it, or it can also be called line L. Usually it's one or the other. You typically won't see both the lowercase and the uppercase. You'll see one or the other. And a plane, a geometric plane, is suggested by a floor, a wall, or a tabletop. So examples of what it may look like would be those 3 things, but technically it doesn't end. So it never has edges, okay? It has no thickness. So if this floor could extend forever on in every direction, then it would be a true plane, okay? And a plane is named by a single capital letter or by 3 or more points it contains. So you can either call that plane plane M, or if you had something with points on it, like A, B, C, you could also call it plane A, B, C, okay? So by a single capital letter that is not a point, that's actually its name, or by 3 or more points that it contains.